तो बेटा ये बताइए, ये which was this number of your attempt this time?
Sir, it was seventh.
Seventh attempt. And how many times have
Yes,
you gone through the complete process?
sir. Including this 4 times.
4 times. And
Yes,
when did you join No Frills Academy?
sir. November end.
November end. So after joining
Hmm.
us, how many times have you gone through the complete process?
2 times.
2 times. And think and answer. Has your performance been gradually improving, or is it more or less the same?
Sir, I feel it has improved
So
a lot actually.
what all aspects specifically can you pinpoint where you have made improvements?
Sir, after my first 2 attempts, the rest three consecutively, I was getting screened out. So during that time, I was having a kind of self doubt in myself, like where I'm getting making issues and all. So at that, after taking your guidance, like I came to know that of increasing my competence by increasing my knowledge. So and also this sense of scarcity and abundance. So I improved on my narration by practicing by participating in the groups. So it helped me narrating properly, and I also practiced the OIR. I was good in OIR previously also, but I guess I was getting nervous in my narration part. So at that time I was getting flustered. So due to which it was creating a problem. And after that in GD I was thinking like, okay, I'm not able to speak, and I was having that scarcity. But now onwards, like this time also in screening, when I didn't speak for a long period of time, but then when I spoke, the entire group was quiet. So it was somewhat like that, and it helped me build the confidence. And in both the times, I got screened in. So it was an improvement on this one.
Oh,
And apart from
yeah.
okay, sir. Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead. Tell me. You were saying something. Yeah.
So apart from that, also like after giving like these many attempts, 3 4 attempts, like when I was getting screened out, generally like my friends who were getting this, so I was taking suggestions from them before joining you. So they were telling me do this in TAT, do this in WAT and all like that. Due to which I was trying and I wasn't getting like what the issue is that. And also like I was feeling ki, okay, the story is not also relating to the picture. It is not satisfying me, but then also I have to write. Maybe that's what they want. So, but after reading the book and taking guidance from you, I write simple stories, easy stories with 1 or 2 actions, and that's it. Sir.
ओके ओके, हाँ वो तो है, जब बात बनती नहीं है तो मिस गाइडेंस के लिए वी आर वेरी वल्नरेबल, वी कीप टेकिंग सजेशंस फ्रॉम एवरीवन, क्योंकि अपना भरोसा हिल जाता है, तो दैट हैपेंस.
Yes,
So
sir.
I can understand that. So that you got back. Acha, now let us go over the things. Let's leave the screening part. There are no issues. You have been able to manage that well. So there are no issues there. Let's come to the psychology test. So in that, how many
Hmm.
situations could you react to?
Sir, 49.
49 is a decent number. Okay. So no issues there. I presume that balance other things you could complete in the psychology test.
Absolutely, sir.
Absolutely. Okay. Anything worth noting you want to bring to my notice about the psychology test, which you are having some doubt?
Sir, yeah, sir, I have one doubt
Yeah.
like regarding WAT.
Yeah.
Well, when you also said it in the book to write simple and easy words. Okay. So I was writing that. So, sir, I had this sometimes the word is so relatable to an idiom. So, can we use idiom also? Like, if nothing is coming at our end, is it
There is
fine?
no problem at all. You
Okay, sir.
use whatever is coming to your mind, write simple stuff, whatever is there. See, देखो क्या होता है ना सप्ताह, try and understand. जो
Yes, sir.
साइकोलॉजिस्ट है ना, उसने ओवरऑल सारी चीजें देख के आपका असेसमेंट किया है. तो ये चीजों से एकाध जो है, इससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता यार. Like I'm telling you,
And sir, even if
if the word comes boost, I will write boost is the secret of Tendulkar's energy. Now it's not a good sentence at all यार. बट मेरे दिमाग में यही आ रहा है क्योंकि मैंने बूस्ट का एड वो तेंदुलकर को ही देते देखा है. I mean that's what comes to
uh,
my There's nothing wrong about it. Nothing wrong
Okay.
about it.
Like for example, if romance came and I wrote Shah Rukh Khan is the king of romance.
No problem at all, because that's what is coming to your mind now. It's
Okay.
no problem at all. And क्या है, शाहरुख खान अच्छा बढ़िया आदमी है यार, क्या है? I have nothing wrong with Tendulkar either. Right? So don't get hassled by such. These hassles are a creation of coaching academies and peers and all that, ना, जो कि खुद insecure है. You see where I have written, na, who am I?
Yes, sir.
I said, na, your peers
Uh,
transmit their insecurities onto you. They do that. I've been experiencing it all the time. Yeah, I was, fifth term I was a tennis team captain. वो मेरे टीममेट्स थे, वो बोलते थे यार नंबर वन से मत खेल यार, ये इसकी बड़ी रेपुटेशन, एंड इनवेरिएबली आई शुड नॉट टेक देयर एडवाइस. आई सेड आई विल टेक ऑन द नंबर वन ओनली इन द फर्स्ट मैच, because beating the opposing team's number one player was always a good thing to do. It increases the morale of the entire team. ऐसे यार ये जो बड़ा खिलाड़ी था ये तो हमारे साथी ने कर ही दिया ऐसा काम, तो ना, so let's go ahead and now do it, and we got so many victories. But they were, I'm telling you, 90% of the time, my teammates, they were my close friends. And I'm a very open person that you may be knowing. तो मेरा कुछ ऐसा नहीं
yes,
था
sir.
कि दादागिरी था टीम कैप्टन का and all that. ना, they used to advise me कि नहीं नहीं यार देख, तू अवॉइड कर ले यार, तू तो एक सेफ प्लेयर है हमारा ना, तेरा एक पॉइंट तो जीतना चाहिए हमको and all. So now why take that risk? I said नहीं यार, I'll take that risk. I'll go against the top player only. So are you getting this point? They are well meaning.
Absolutely, sir.
वो अपनी इनसिक्योरिटीज आपको ट्रांसमिट कर रहे हैं. डोंट डोंट गेट दैट इनसिक्योरिटीज ना. आपके पास अपना कॉन्फिडेंस है ना, आप अपना एफर्ट करिए ना.
Yes, sir.
हैव यू गॉट द आंसर टू दैट?
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely, sir.
ओके, लेट्स नाउ कम टू द जीटीओ सीरीज. तो ग्रुप प्लानिंग एक्सरसाइज में पूरा प्लान अच्छे से लिख दिया था.
यस सर, मैं टेबल वाइज किया था, उससे जल्दी हो रहा था. आपने जैसे दिखाया था तो उसी में कर लिया था. बस मेरा
बस
प्लान थोड़ा अलग था. मतलब द ग्रुप वाज agreeing to save the fisherman's boat which is already मतलब passing by through the stream as the first priority. I keep it in the last. तो उसमें थोड़ा वो मेरा थोड़ा अलग था. मैं सोचा कि उसको कैसे होता है.
obviously you were far more sensible than them. So what you were saying was correct, but could you not convince them कि इस चीज में दम नहीं है कुछ खास?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I did. मतलब initially it started, GP was fully fish market. So I did not participate initially. But when they bring up the point of that boat, I convinced them. And in the common story also, they agreed to take it as the last priority, as to save life is the first priority. So, and I did not participate much in the GP. I only gave 2, 3 points, but the entire group nominated me for the common story, common
Good.
plan, and I did it well, and they agreed to it.
First class, first class. Acha, in the command task, how many boys called you to assist when they became commanders?
4 boys, sir.
4 called you. And what was the degree of difficulty of the command task allotted to you?
Sir, it was above average, sir. मतलब सिर्फ बल्ली फट्टा लगा के नहीं हो रहा था. I need to tie knots and all. But when I gave the initial solution, I quickly gave it by making a loop and then making garland and making a bridge. So then the GTO was like, okay, give me one more solution to this path. So that took a little bit of time to think, but then also I did it without taking help from the command.
First class, first class. And how many individual obstacles could you do?
9, sir.
क्या छूट गया?
सर वो वर्टिकल रोप क्लाइंब.
अच्छा अच्छा, एएफएस भी था आपका?
नहीं सर, इलाहाबाद में भी डाल दिया है अभी वो.
ये आर्मी के उसमें भी डाल दिया है?
हाँ, आर्मी के भी डाल दिया है सर. फर्स्ट
अच्छा
1
अच्छा
नंबर वाले उसको जंप को हटा दिया है सर.
अच्छा 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 अच्छा, ओके ओके ओके, फाइन. दिस इज द लेटेस्ट इंट्रोडक्शन बाय द आर्मी. अच्छा, तो आपने अटेम्प्ट ही नहीं किया ये?
सर हाँ मतलब अटेम्प्ट करता बट टाइम नहीं बचा था, बर्मा बीच में टाइम
अंडरस्टूड
चला गया,
अंडरस्टूड।
लास्ट मैंने
कितना
बर्मा
कितना
ब्रिज
नंबर रखा था वर्टिकल रोप का?
लास्ट रखा था उसको सर।
नहीं नहीं, मार्क्स कितना दिया उसका वर्टिकल?
9 9 9 मार्क्स।
अच्छा, टाइगर लीफ का 10 है अभी भी?
हाँ
ओके। एंड बर्मा ब्रिज का कितना है?
8 है सर।
8 है। अच्छा, बर्मा ब्रिज का बढ़ा दिया। So, Burma Bridge and this vertical rope, I think vertical rope can be done faster than the Burma Bridge. किया नहीं आपने?
हाँ सर, मतलब मेरे को बर्मा ब्रिज थोड़ा टाइट लग रहा था, तो मैं सोचा कि सिंस टाइट है तो कर लेता हूँ, जल्दी भी हो गया था।
अंडरस्टूड। So no issues there. अच्छा, तो इधर तो कोई इशू नहीं है। Anything you want to bring to my notice in the GTO series?
Sir, when GTO called me for command test, he asked me he asked me first of all, what is your name, Saptarishi or Saptarshi? So that, and then he clarified where are you coming from, and then he asked me about previous attempts. But then he was like, okay, now you can call your subordinate. He was not very much engrossed. So that thing I felt कि maybe he was not that impressed with my performance or somewhat like that. This
That
might
is
happen.
something you can't do anything about. That's his impression, whatever. No? Yeah. अच्छा. So,
Yeah.
any issues you experience in the interview?
No, sir, interview was pretty smooth. Sir, he started off with explaining the meaning of my name, and then eventually he went to my academy. Then from 10th to college, and then about my job. Since I'm working for 1.5 years, he asked me detailed analysis of my job. I explained it well with all the technicalities, and he seemed very satisfied with it. And since I also play football, he asked me 5 qualities a footballer needs. So
Okay,
I mentioned that.
fine, fine.
So
सप्तार से अभी कब है एसएसबी?
सर अभी तो एसएससी टेक भरी है वो, अराउंड जून जुलाई को होगी नेक्स्ट
जून
एसएससी।
जुलाई। Now, you see, Saptarshi, overall, what I gather from the inputs which you have given me is that you are there. कोई issue नहीं है. I mean, we can't say कि ये चीज गड़बड़ वाली है. Starting
हाँ सर,
from
वो मेरे को भी फील हुआ इस बार कि मैं कुछ टेंशन नहीं लिया, एकदम फ्रीली किया, एंड आई फेल्ट कि आई वाज देयर, बट देन मैं कि हो
right from your see, we talk of 4 core things, basic stuff, na? Your job knowledge, your communication skills, your physical fitness, your general knowledge. All these things are almost okay. कोई ऐसा issue नहीं है किसी चीज का भी. Now, first thing to do is not to take any pressure कि कोई problem है. Try to identify कि कहाँ गड़बड़ होगी थी. That will be the biggest mistake you'll be making. You will waste a lot of time. Don't do that at all. Have the self-belief and go ahead and improve upon these 4 things consistently. Become a better worker,
गया सर।
better communication skills,
ठीक है,
better fitness. इस बार vertical rope भी खींच देना, and
एकदम सर।
GK में, and knowing all these things, then it is good to know what's going on.
हाँ हाँ सर, मैं जीके भी इस बार एज यू सेड कि वो नॉलेज रखना जरूरी है, तो मैं 3 4 करंट अफेयर्स डिटेल पढ़ के गया था, 3 4 इंडियन करंट अफेयर्स भी पढ़ के गया था। इफ दे आस्क आई टेल देम,
First class.
बट ही डिडंट आस्क।
No, no, he will. You see, anybody whose knowledge is good, he will. No interviewing officer will ask him 5, current affairs, India ka news and all that. Are we ask these questions to a person who hardly knows anything. Somebody who knows fairly well, we will never ask him. Somebody who's knowledgeable, we will ask him intricacies. कि अच्छा यार ये जो हमारे जो नेवल ऑफिसर्स फंस गए हुए थे, इनको रिलीज कराने में क्या पॉलिसी रही है ऑल दैट ना. Somebody who's knowledgeable will ask him such stuff. ठीक है ना? जिसका पता इसको कुछ पता ही नहीं, उससे पूछेगा यार 5 तो बता दे, कुछ पता भी है कि नहीं. दैट काइंड. आर यू गेटिंग द पॉइंट?
एब्सोल्युटली सर।
Yeah, because I've been an interviewing officer, I know. I mean, somebody whose knowledge is good will, I will never ask him कि तू 3 बता दे international or national news or something. वो तो बता ही देगा ना.
Yes, sir. Yes,
You're
sir.
getting the point. So this is what you want. And it will work out. Time is there at hand. Remain focused, remain motivated, things will work out. There should be no problem at all. You're doing
Okay.
absolutely on the right lines. I mean, from my side, you are fit for selection. I am satisfied.
Thank you
SSB
so much,
में
sir.
देख लेंगे. SSB भी satisfied हो जाएगा.
Thank you so much, sir.